he gonna keep trying to break records to keep, so it won't be no question about his, his status.
He playing with his son. He got one more year. After this season, his son could, declare for the NBA.
You think he that good?
That's what I'm about to ask you. What if his son ain't that good? Like, because, okay, so they, but hold on, but I'm gonna answer this real quick. No, I didn't think he was retiring. I agree with both with y'all that he only did that because he wanted to get that sweep off of his shoulders because he didn't want everybody talking about how they got swept. Oh, I'm gonna retire. Yeah, now you're gonna retire because you got swept. That made perfect sense. And then he kept the engine running. The whole thing about it, the whole entire time, it was all about the Lakers. All about the Lakers since they got swept. Not once was really about anybody talking about Denver. Like he did it on purpose. And I mean, I'm not mad at him. I understand why he did it because he don't want people talking bad about how he got swept. But regardless, it's still gonna go on his legacy of him getting swept. Now, getting back to his son Bronny, what if his son ain't that good?
Right.
So that don't mean he can't get drafted. We see a whole bunch of players who ain't that good that get drafted.
And then too, like, if I'm an owner, right?
Thank you, Ron.
And if it's legit that LeBron don't come play with his son, so you mean tell me I got a chance to get the GOAT to come sell all these tickets, and all I got to do is take on a minimum draft pick or a minimum salary? Hell yeah, I fatten my pockets. And so even if
trust it ain't gonna be minimum. You already know who his goddamn agent is gonna be.
But it's selected, like, so depending on, just say he make it to the second round, then you get whatever they give you. The first round is guaranteed, like they got a certain amount that they can make.
Just like you said, you think all teams are gonna pass him up to the second round?
I mean, but
get LeBron and his son to come play with them?
But that's if LeBron, I think LeBron just saying this shit so he can get drafted. I don't think he's gonna go play with him unless the Lakers get him.
Well, you gonna pass up that chance, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he's just talking personally. I don't see him leaving the Lakers.
Okay, so all right, now if you don't see him leaving the Lakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the likelihood of him getting selected by the Lakers?
Slim to none.
So then he not gonna play with his son then, unless he becomes an undrafted free agent where you can sign with anybody.
Right. Well, so his contract, he got one more year, right? This is last year's contract.
This is last year.
So if Bronny does come to the league, so he got the leverage to convince a team that that's what he's gonna do, but he's not gonna go to a team and start over. You know what I'm saying? Like he more worried about legacy than playing with his son.
So when does he ever went to the team to start over?
That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna do it.
But I'm saying that team's not. They're gonna be like, okay, what do you need? Just like every other team he went to is, what do you need?
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't put that much money. He's too old, man.
I sells tickets. But what do you always say? It sells tickets. We didn't care. It sells tickets.
I mean, I get the sale, but I wouldn't give up my future for him for not this version of him. Now, if he was young, it'd be a different story. But you talking about, I mean, he haven't been playing like he's missed more games the last 5 years than he did his first 15.
But so we're talking about you talking about the future, and you talking about his son too.
Right.
Yeah, that's the future.
I would have to believe in his son more so than I believe in him. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how many good years LeBron got left.
But see, that's the gist of what I'm trying to say is that if you think about it logically, if you're a GM, I get that you want to bring LeBron in for the money part, but in the back end of that is, what if his son ain't that good? You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got a LeBron for a year, maybe two. Now you got to figure out what you're going to do with this son. That's why personally I wouldn't go.
You're gonna make money though. The sales and the games is gonna be on TV. You're gonna get the team exposure. So you're gonna get the money's gonna be worth it. You'll get that for that. But it's just, and then too, he got to eventually have his farewell tour too. So that'll be, in your city. But I just don't personally see him leaving the Lakers. I think he's just talking. I'd be very surprised if he leaves the Lakers though. I mean,
if he plays with his son, you know how easy it's going to be for his son? He has no pressure on him. You're playing with your dad, who has all the pressure taken off of you. You know what I'm saying? You can refer to him. He's a great basketball mind. You got other players that's going to be around you. It should be just, you're out there just playing, having fun. You shouldn't really have no pressure.
Well,
and he's not terrible. I seen him play. He's not like, he could play now if he wanted to in this NBA.
Yeah.
Okay,
the comments he making though, I'm not false, Don. The comments he making like Bron better than some of these cats in the NBA. I just think he's trying to hype him up to get him in the league. I just think that's his goal, get his son in the league. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's happening. Because if that's the case, let my Grizzlies draft him and see if he come in to play for us. I don't see him leaving LA for Memphis.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. He might. And the reason why I say he might is because he might want an opportunity to play with Ja. So I can see him doing that. But I don't know how he would fare with not being able to have the ball in his hand all the time. But I wouldn't think that would be far-fetched either, though.
He needs to do that to prolong his career, actually, though.
No, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it kind of make a little bit of sense, though. Because now you got Ja literally taking on all the load of work, and then you got LeBron. Because regardless, as long as he's on the court, he's considered a problem as long as he's on the court. So you got to figure as long as he's there, and you got Ja there, and you got Jaren Jackson, and the problem is going to be what is he going to do without the ball in his hands?
I don't see him playing in a small market personally. Only small market I see him playing is in Cleveland. Now, if Cleveland, draft him, then he can have an excuse to go back home again and retire or whatever. But other than Cleveland, I don't see him leaving for another situation. Now, if Clay was healthy, I can see him going to a Golden State and play with Steph and having shooters around him 24/7. But other than that, I don't really see a team that he'll leave for outside of Cleveland. A good excuse to go home, or maybe a Golden State.
What about back to Miami?
He went and left. He left on foul terms. And Miami don't let him do what he want to do because he tried to get sponsorified. Pat we don't do that right here.
I'm going to is going to be a championship contender. Whoever's closest to winning that next year, if he can jump on and put him over, I see him doing that. No matter where it's at.
So
that makes sense to me too.
So then, what team could you see him on then? Because it's only like what 1, 2, like maybe a strong 4 teams that's like right there. He ain't going to Denver.
He ain't going to Denver or Milwaukee.
He ain't coming to Boston.
Nope. I can't see him. I don't see him leaving the Lakers at all. I mean, like that'll probably put a stain if he do.
So you think he's gonna retire a Laker?
I do
too. But that's why I say I don't. Unless his son is going, unless the Lakers look horrible next year, which I seriously doubt, the Lakers not gonna have a top pick. I don't think they have him anyway, to be honest with you. But even still, if they had a top pick, or even if they had a later pick, I don't know if his son is getting drafted.
That's what I'm saying. He got to have a good year first to even see if he's even eligible. Like he might not even be, in contention. He might have to play a couple years.
You don't think so, John? You think he can go right now?
Huh?
You think he can go right now?
Yeah.
So is he going
in today's NBA? Yes.
So is he going off a game or name though?
Both.
Really? What
he's smart. He knows the game. He's not a dumb player. He knows how to play. He's not like the greatest scorer. He's good on offense. He's good on defense. He knows how to run the point. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic as hell. He has a jumper. He get wide open shots. I mean, what else do you need?
Gotcha. What about you, Don? What you think?
I haven't really seen him play, so I can't really say. But like I said, that young one, the one that's coming behind him,
yeah, Bryce.
He's gonna be a problem. Like,
but the thing about him, as me watching him, it comes so easy to him. I don't think he's gonna go to his full potential that he could. He's gonna be like a Rasheed Wallace. What could have been? You know what I'm saying? Because when he's out there, he's just out there. There's like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? This is just, okay. Like it ain't shit.
Okay.
So I'm not saying you don't have the dog and the hunger, but I just don't think he's gonna reach that potential that he could be. He could, the way he out there killing these motherfuckers, he could be cold.
Right. And Don too about
young too.
Retirement too. LeBron ain't retiring until he announced it ahead of time because he want to do a farewell tour.
Oh, I know. That's
Yeah,
why
so
like
Yeah,
like when he made it, like that's why that was the dumb part about the speech. Like nobody who really thought you was gonna retire like that.
right.
Like you want that fanfare, you want that going around to every city thing. You want that. Like you ain't
Right.
gonna, you're not one of them type of like he need that type of publicity. He can't just he can't just walk away and be like I'm finished. It makes
Right.
too much sense.
But the generational talent can't though, man. You shouldn't. Like Jordan, you know, like he should have. You know, everybody got to be celebrated. Like Kobe, I feel like only a handful of people deserve it. Like Kobe was one. Like Draymond told Paul Pierce, "You ain't Kobe."
First of all,
Thank you, Kobe.
you can't disrespect the truth like that though.
Hey, that was Draymond. That wasn't me, brother. What you think you Kobe?
He told that man, they don't love you like that.
Right.
Yikes. Yeah, you can't. How you come back from that? If a grown man tell you that, you can't come back from that. There's nothing you can say to come back from that.
Right. You ain't lying.
So I mean, I do think, but that's why I said like it didn't make sense. Like he need too much. He could never just walk away from the game and just be done with it. Like he's not that type of player. So
I can't believe nobody even believed it though, even entertainment.
Me either.
I don't know why. Because to me, it was like, did you feel the need to even say that? Like nobody believed you was retiring anyway. You the one who said you was retiring. Like nobody asked you this. You came out and told the public. So now all of a sudden, oh, I'm gonna go. Now, if you retire, meaning like you walk away from the game for a year or two and then come back, oh, that'll be impressive. That would definitely be impressive. But for you just to say I'm retiring,
He too old for that, brother.
but I'm just saying, like if you was to do something like that, that would be more impressive. But for you to say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna retire," you just lost. That's
The
just
shape that he's in.
But
He
to
could do
go
that easily.
But to go 2 years though and not play,
Oh yeah,
I say go a year.
he's gonna be playing pickup ball. He's gonna be playing ball. He's gonna be doing everything except for is he gonna be in practices with? He just ain't gonna be on the NBA court.
I think he's going for 40K 10 and 10. I think that's his goal. And I don't think he's retiring until he reached those numbers.
I would be trying to win. I don't give a fuck about the numbers.
And he want both of them because you got to have the stats too.
No,
No,
you
you
know
don't.
stats for what?
I mean, it's going to cement his legacy.
These stats are going out the window.
Thank
I
you.
don't think so because
They are.
Ain't
They
nobody
are.
gonna play long enough to
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
I just don't think nobody gonna play long enough to catch his stats. You gotta have good health. I think they're gonna withstand time.
Reason why I'm saying these stats are going out the window is because we're gonna start talking about these stats and players aren't even gonna get brung up who should be brung up. Like we're not gonna be talking about Larry Bird being the greatest shooter because he only had like say 300 3-pointers.
Right.
Draymond Green got more 3-pointers than Larry Bird. Is he a better 3-point shooter? And we're gonna be looking at stats like that and like, yeah, he is. No, the fuck he's not. Not even close.
I agree with you on that.
And that's what I'm saying. These stats is really not gonna mean that. To me, I'm going off the play and what you did. You know what I'm saying? You can put as much numbers you want. If you in the league for 100 years, I would hope you have some good ass numbers. Unless you just riding the bench like Udonis has them. I could look at him and be like, he ain't got no good numbers. I understand why he was on the bench. It makes sense. He's been in the league for what, 20-something years?
I think it's year 20.
You got players that's been in the league for like 5 years, got way better stats than him already.
Right.
So it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But he's celebrating them up on the
that-
gloves when Udonis has them.
Yeah. I do think stats play a part because the consistency he has over the years, I think, plays a role, like just how consistent he's been. But I don't think it's the ultimate, for everything.
So let me ask you this, Rome. How often are stats brought up in conversations? Is it the name? Is it the name?
But that's where you start, though. Like, you
No,
bring up
but what I'm asking you is that is it more so the name that's brought up in the conversations, or is it the stats that's brought up in the conversations?
I think both of them play a part, honestly.
I think it's more so the name first, and then it's off of the stats second. Because when you think about it, right, if you're gonna compare two players, you're gonna say what they did first, and then you're gonna start listing off their numbers second.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's just my personal opinion.
Right. Yeah, I think both do though. But it's honestly, man, it's just gonna come down to who you like. I mean, because
True.
if you don't like the person, it don't matter. Like, because it ain't nobody can like. I met I troll y'all all the time, but ain't nobody can ever change y'all, man. I don't care what LeBron. He could win 10 rings. You still wouldn't say better than Jordan. It's just a personal preference. You know what I'm saying?
No, see, everybody thinks about rings. If you look at the whole thing of Jordan, it's everything. His play, the shit he knows about basketball, his stance, his shot, everything. I'm not just talking about him winning. Right. He has a great shot. LeBron James ain't no great shooter. He ain't no great ball handler. He ain't a great really anything besides probably a passer.
Yeah,
and this is what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about a great, I want someone who's really great at everything. Yeah. I'm not talking about this good or okay. He can barely shoot free throws.
Yeah, I'm a Jordan fan. I'm a Kobe fan. I feel like as much as Bron to me has overachieved, he still left some stuff off the table where he could be better. I think he's been undercoached. But to me, he's the best player that played the game. I mean, like I understand y'all say Jordan, but the stuff he do, the team,
like he a center.
Huh?
He shoot free throws like he a center.
I mean, he does. I mean, he terrible. That's why I say it's some stuff he.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't put a player like that great. You can't hit a wide open shot by yourself at a high percentage.
It ain't nothing like
that doesn't sound great to me.
Yeah, I ain't like the fans that unrealistic and say all that crazy stuff on either side. I mean, he got some stuff that could be worked on, but I just think he's the best player that's played.
But like I say, like how does that make him the best player if you shoot bricks at the free throw line? That's a wide open shot.
The reason for me, like, so if he wasn't even in a competition, like every day I in the group, somebody trying to bring up something negative about him, wake up every day trying to prove how good he ain't. And to me, like, that speaks volumes. Like, if Jordan, I think Jordan he didn't play in these times, so he done benefited a whole lot. But when his bad habits and stuff, if he played, and I'm not saying he would struggle or nothing, basketball is what it is, but him being in the media 24/7, I don't know if Jordan would have been able to handle that pressure. And not like that. I'm not saying like that he couldn't play ball or with ball. Basketball, I'm not talking about that part. I'm just strictly talking about his outside life. I think that would have, I don't know if it would put him in a shell. I don't know how he would have handled that, in today's time where people on the internet just control you 24/7. He was kind of protected from the media. So I just wonder, that's the only thing I wonder what would transform about his game today. But the basketball portion, I think, speaks for itself.
That still ain't got nothing with a man shooting bad from the free throw line. This is what I'm talking about.
He's not a great free throw shooter. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I can't put a person that's great who can't shoot free throws.
I mean, I get it. I mean, it ain't nothing you can tell me that I wouldn't pick.
That's what I'm saying. People,
I don't
know. It is weird to me.
If I had to pick a player to run a team in NBA, he'd be my first choice. Wouldn't even be a second question.
Who? He'd
be my first choice. I mean, I think he's better. He played 1 through 4. LeBron?
Oh.
Yeah, he'd be my first choice. I just think Mike, he can only, he's a scorer. He can't play defense, but I just think LeBron do too much for a team.
When you say like that, Mike could do everything.
I don't like, but he wasn't like, now, I'm not going to say he ain't.
And you didn't watch him, did?
No, what I'm saying, I'm not saying he couldn't. He didn't know. Like, that wasn't what he was assigned to do. Could he have? I'm sure he could have. He averaged
there you go. I'm glad you said that.
Stretch, he had a little triple-double. So, of course he could do it. I think he could, but he just didn't.
Because that wasn't what they paid him to do.
Right.
But that's what I'm... But see, okay.
Like, you can get that scoring anywhere.
But no. What I'm saying is, that's why I said it doesn't make sense to compare the two. They should never be in comparison at any time in life. Because you have one as a shooting guard who was paid to be a shooting guard. You have one that's a small forward to be a mimic of what Scottie Pippen was, right? Now, could he have scored a lot of more points than he did? Probably so. But in the same token, that's not what he was there for. His job was to make sure that the team played better around him. Yes or no?
Yeah, so this is my thing, Don, and I ain't gonna lie. This is what does it for me. When I'm not disagreeing with anything y'all saying, but when Jordan left, they lost 2 less games. When LeBron leaves, they go to the lottery. I mean, he's just more important to the team than Jordan is. And I'm not telling you like Jordan ain't like they wouldn't have won the championship without Jordan, but they produced 3 All-Stars and only because he left the team, so the ball go around. Horace Grant and B.J. Armstrong became an all-star the year he left. So the ball go around, you get more attempts, you get to do more. I think Scottie Pippen was more important to that team personally than Jordan. And not saying that they couldn't have won without him. But if you take Scottie off that team, I think they lose more than 2 less games. This is my opinion, though.
All right, so I'm glad that you brought up the Bulls because the NBA recently granted Chicago the exception rule on Lonzo Ball. So I got a 2-part question. What player you think the Bulls should go after, and do you think more teams should use this when their players are missing multiple games?
Yeah, they used to have it in the past, and a lot of teams used it in the past. I remember reading about it years past. I can't remember, but it's how when they injured for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't trade them, or they probably could. But a team, I don't know if they can take that on. I don't know what Chicago needs. You'll know better than I would, Sean. You study them a little bit more.
A point guard. I mean, that was our little thing. When we had ball, we were straight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We had our really a big 4, but without him, I don't know. We need well, he already signed. I was hoping they got like a Fred because we need a scoring guard.
Who you say?
Like Fred VanVleet.
Oh, gotcha.
But he already signed. Everybody signed. It's really known that they can go out there at this point. I don't really see anybody that can get that's going to help them this season. This season's already a wrap for me.
Right.
So so look at it like this though. If they could bring in somebody that will have a similar impact on the team like Ball would, but not necessarily a point guard, what player would you think that could be?
That we can get.
But see, that's what I'm saying. If that player exists, the team ain't gonna get rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, everybody pretty much got traded and signed now. That's who we can go after. So that's what I'm saying. We pretty much stuck. We could even went after the guy Memphis gave up. What was your little point guard, the backup guy?
Yeah,
Jones.
he would have been a good one. He was, I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate we got rid of him. I wish I like Derrick Rose, but I think at this stage in his career, he's better than Derrick Rose. Because his assist to turnover ratio was first in the league. He was number 1 in the league altogether. So, but I do like to pick up a Derrick Rose. I wish that they would have kept Tyus Jones though in the process. But yeah, that would have been a great pickup for y'all.
Yeah,
but he wanted to start. I mean, he won his own team.
They could trade for what's it called? Utah's guard. I think they're trying to get rid of him. What's the name? Saxon?
Yeah.
That'll be a good pickup.
Yeah, I was going to say, but I think he want to get paid like the rest of them. But I would do a 1 year deal. Huh?
You got $10 million to give you.
Nah, I give him a strong 5. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because,
break it up in 2 years, give him a 2-year contract for 10 and see how it work out.
Well, what about John Wall?
I'll take a John Wall. Yeah. I'll take him as a free agent.
If I had to pick between the two, if I had to pick between the two, I would probably go with John Wall too over Sexton.
Yeah, I would take John Wall too over who we got. What's it called? What's the Caruso and Ayo? I mean, he's young, but he's good. But I don't think he's coming along fast enough. That's what it is.
And I was like, when I was watching him in Illinois, I was like, this dude is a problem. I'm like, he's gonna be good, but it's like with the Bulls, you're right, it's not working. For some reason, it's not working out like it's supposed to with him. And I don't understand why. I don't know if it's the playing time. I don't know if it's where he's playing. Something is not right in that situation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't think he has a lot of expectations on him either with DeMar and Zach there. So I thought he would flourish.
Well, I think that if one of them goes, I think he probably would, whether it be DeMar or Zach. If one of them goes, I think he's going to be all right because he knows for a fact his points got to go up. But as of right now, it's kind of like he being hampered because he coming off the bench and it's like, I can only give you but so many points off the bench.
No, he's been starting. He's been starting ever since Ball been out.
So they have him at the point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Sean, I got a list for you of the free agents and see any of them fit your thing. Of course, we talked about Wall. They got Kemba Walker, Ish Smith, Scottie Pippen Jr., Kendrick Nunn, Frank Ntilikina, Raul Neto, Mac McClung, George Hill, Gordon Dragic, Kennedy Chandler, Michael Carter Williams, Jared Butler, DJ Austin, and Ryan Arcedale Kona or something. I don't know his name. Any of those?
Not really, because I'll still take John Wall out of all of them.
Hold on, Ron. Go through that list one more time.
I like Scottie Pippen Jr. too, though.
Yeah.
I was thinking about him.
I like George Hill.
That's what I was thinking about. George Hill. I would bring George Hill in.
Yeah. And
Gordon
Dragic, I think he passed his thing.
Yeah, we already left him. He was there last year. We got rid of him.
That's why I wouldn't touch him. I would probably go out there either John Wall or George Hill out of that group you just named.
Right. What about Michael Carter Williams? Think you got anything left in the tank?
I like him. I like this game. Always did.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time he played?
Yeah.
That's a good question. And
See,
what about
DJ
Augustine? He used to be solid. Augustine. Yeah, he used to be decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like DJ too.
Yeah.
I mean, he is solid.
Though.
Oh, shoot. Who did y'all have then?
Yeah. Hey, now, Sean, what y'all could do, though, is get one of the point guards from Orlando. They got too many.
They definitely do.
Yeah. I'll take the Jalen Suggs. I like all their little guards. Anthony ain't all that to me. I mean, I like his game, but I don't like his game, but he's a good player. Let me put it that way.
Right.
He going, my personal opinion, he going to make you forget all about Penny Hardaway.
Who's that?
Anthony Black.
We ain't accepting the ignorance today, man.
For real.
Yeah. But he was actually trolling me. He was trying to give me my own medicine. But Son didn't even take the bait.
Nah. No, but all seriously, I do think that Orlando needs to give up some of those guards. Yeah. But see, I wouldn't go after Greg Anthony's son, Cole Anthony. I wouldn't go after him.
Right.
I would go after Jalen Suggs. And what was the other guy? They had another point guard down there.
Marquise Fultz.
Markelle Fultz. I would probably go after them too.
Oh yeah, I like Markelle. He played good last year.
Yeah.
That's why I said I would go after them too if I had to pick.
Problem off his chest too.
Huh?
Look like he got rid of that mental issue. With his shooting stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So
you look good.
But the thing is, who would y'all give up to get them or get one or the other?
We ain't got nobody, man.
You better get rid of Patrick Williams. I would get rid of him.
Or some picks.
But see, the thing, and this is why I tell you I hate these damn videos of these motherfuckers in the gym just shooting and killing. I always see Patrick in the gym working out, murdering motherfuckers. You get out here in the damn NBA court and you don't do shit. And I'd be pissed off. I see his game. He has potential. I don't know what it is. You know, it's like he gets little flashes, but I think the dude could hoop. I just don't know what it is when he get out on the NBA court that he don't be showing it because he's a solid dude. He's a very good player. I'm not saying he's a Paul George, but he can be like one of those kind of skill sets of players of a Paul George, you know, that can handle the rock, that can shoot, that, you know, can step up and give you like 8 points in a quarter. But he ain't going to give you no 20 or 30 like Paul George. But when you need it, he has that skill set to give it to you.
So let me ask you this. Do you think it could be a product of the coaching system? Like, and I'm just asking this because, you know, like some coaches, you be scared to play. Like, you can't play your game. They always trying to hold you back from doing what you do best. And so you're scared to make a mistake. So when you're scared to make a mistake, you get in the way, can't even play your own game. You think that could be an issue?
I used to think that, but in this day of the NBA, it's just so free flowing. No, because they want you to get the shots up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Even your own teammates like, shoot, you know what I mean? Right. So I don't know what it is now, especially when your teammates know that you can shoot or you can ball and they're giving you the rock and they're kind of like watching you. Then you just kind of fumble it up like Jaylen Brown going left. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm like, God damn. That's how I feel about Patrick. But I think Billy Donovan's a good coach, and he's giving them free range to do whatever they want. Because you see how Zach and DeMar be out there hooping, and he, when they're not in the game, it's like for him to take over, and he just doesn't do it.
Right, gotcha.
That's why I'm like a little leery with him. That's why I said if I'd have, because he's young, and I think you could probably get the most out of him, the most for him, because I don't think he had that extension yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I would probably try to get rid of him, and then probably try to get folks and try to get either him or Jay. But see, Jalen Green gonna be Jalen Suggs is gonna be due for an extension pretty soon.
Right.
It don't matter. We ain't winning shit. We got a whole bunch of has-beens, man. I'm not worried about them.
But no, y'all really have a young team though. Like y'all have a true young team.
I was happy when we had Ball. I was excited. Now we don't have. I don't even care no more.
Like, let me ask you this: with Ball being gone, you think it's time to just do a complete rebuild and get what you need?
I would say so too. Then, if that was your focal point of him coming back next year, yeah, I'm getting rid of everybody. I'm selling everything.
Yeah,
there's no point.
After I found out about his knee last year, I'm like, oh, this season we don't do anything. We blowing this shit up. Get what we get while these players are still young and got some stuff for them.
And y'all probably could have got the number 2 pick for DeRozan or it might have cost LaVine. I don't know.
Exactly.
Y'all got the number 2 pick though. At least
I think so too.
They weren't giving up number 1, but definitely number 2 was.
Yeah, I think so too.
So you give up LaVine and DeRozan. But I say this: by the trade deadline, if we ain't over 500, everybody's gone. It's no. It's no
way hitting 500.
But that's
why
what I'm
wait
saying.
when you already know the answers though?
Huh?
Why wait when you already know the answers?
No, but I'm saying you still got to give it a try. That's what I say. I'll give it to by the trade deadline. By the trade deadline, if we ain't close to 500, everybody's gone because there's no point.
Yeah, because we just did resign people, Vujicic and DeRozan still got a big contract.
Yeah,
and I think Zach LaVine's staying too. So
I would have traded him to the Knicks. That's just me. And got what
but he didn't want to go to the Knicks because of
Bills.
Yeah, and his old agent or something like that is over there.
Makes sense. All right. Well, so do y'all think that the Lakers was right for not giving AD that extension?
I'm not extending the injured player, man. He got to me. I would honestly think my contract terms would depend on LeBron, because once LeBron gone, I'd probably get rid of him too. I wouldn't give him no more than a year or 2 deal at a time. I wouldn't give him no 5-year deal max. Not saying he ain't worth it healthy, but he hasn't been healthy. You gotta prove, at least give me 1 year of at least 70 games, and then I consider it. But I'm not giving you an extension at this rate.
Yeah, I have to agree with GPS. Like, you got to give me at least 70 games, at least for me to consider giving you an extension. And, like, you got to be consistent, because none of that shit last year was consistent. I guess people liked it. I didn't like what I seen out of him last year, because in the playoff game, he's playing terrible. 1 game good, 1 game bad. 1 game good, that's too inconsistent for me. I mean, your numbers look good because the games you play good, you was going the hell off.
Right.
But then when you play bad, you play bad. So you got to be very much more consistent for me to give you extension. Because you looking like just not even an all-star player, just I guess a upcoming star, still trying to, find his way. But you way past that. You in your prime. You should be out here murdering these cats.
Right. I agree.
Okay. First of all, this is hilarious to me because y'all saying he needs to stay healthy. At what point in his career has he stayed healthy? Now, mind you, he's getting older. So every year passes, he's getting older. That doesn't mean he's going to get better with age. He ain't going to get better. I'm telling you, he's going to get more and more injured. So that's why I wouldn't even think twice about giving this man an extension. That's why I said 2 years ago, they should have traded him. They should have got rid of him when they could have had the most opportunity for him. Because everybody keeps saying, well, if he stay healthy, he ain't going to stay healthy. That's number one. Number two, Yes, he has phenomenal talent, but that up and down, I can't depend on that. I need a player that's going to play consistent every single night. You can't be up one game, down the next game, up the next 3 games, down the next 4 games. Then, God forbid, if LeBron get hurt and you literally have to put the game on his shoulders night in and night out, you definitely don't know what you're going to get. So this is a joke to me. There's no way I'm signing this dude to an extension. Even I'm not. Once he even plays after this year, hey, brother, it was nice knowing you. I'm glad you came. You can leave. There's no point. There's no way I would sign this dude to an extension. Because, like you just said, once LeBron leaves, it's literally going to fall all on Anthony Davis' shoulders.
Is he in his final year now?
It got to be close. If not this year, next year, it's got to be coming up. That's why they asked about an extension. That's why I said there's no way that I would sign him to an extension. He's not going to get better.
They go out, man?
Huh?
Yeah, was I froze? Have y'all been going out, or y'all still been going?
No, I think it's your dial-up. Yeah, I think it's your dial-up not working.
Yeah, got to be, man. I don't know. It's been tripping, man. My Wi-Fi is tripping lately. What you say, okay. God? I ain't hear the end of it. You said I heard you mention you wouldn't give him an extension because of health. What was the end of it?
The only end part of it is that I'm not signing him to Jack. He can take his. He can go wherever you want to go. I would let you walk away. And before I would try to trade you before I let you walk away, personally. So again, if we ain't doing nothing by All-Star break, see you. It don't serve a point. Like, why do I keep want to hold on to this guy? Everybody's saying is a top 5 talent, but he inconsistent. Like, how consistent can you rely on this dude if he's a top 5 talent?
So let me ask you this. So I think part of it is motivation. So without an extension, it's gonna motivate him to want to play every game and do something better. I think that growth really hurt him. I'm not sure it's anything he can do about it. I just don't know. I would think being around LeBron, he would be investing in his body too. But with him being like with him being so injury on the other side, why would I trade for him if I'm the opposing team? Why would I give up any real assets for him?
Because that's what teams do. They think they can change these players. All these teams do the same exact thing. Oh man, we gonna get him over here. He gonna do X, Y, and Z for us once he get here. They do it all the time. Now, to me, it's mind-boggling because I'm with you. I wouldn't touch him, but teams do it all the time.
Man, so if I'm Phoenix, I'm trading DeAndre Ayton for him.
I wouldn't trade. I mean, like LA ain't gonna do that trade.
Hold on, Rome. Do tell.
I'd do that too if I was Phoenix, but LA ain't gonna do that deal.
Why wouldn't they?
They don't want Aiden, not for AD.
But I'm saying, but why wouldn't you?
Works out for both teams.
I personally, if I'm LA, I wouldn't do the deal. Even.
But hold on, Rome. Why would you not do the deal?
If AD go to Phoenix, it's a guaranteed championship. Even if he play half the season.
So basically, you saying you wouldn't do it because you fearful there's an automatic ring?
No, I mean, like AD is better than Aiden. I wouldn't want, like, to me, Aiden had too many issues. You know, it could have been the coach, I don't know, but I wouldn't want that around my team, and I don't think he's the big that I need today moving forward. Like, they going forward with shooting. He ain't dominant enough down low for me to pick him on my team. You know, to replace AD. Now, if he was like a Shaq or something, you know, I'll make that sacrifice. But he's not a shooter like today's big man, like Sean, your boy Joker. I mean, you gotta have an all-around game, and Aiden's not there.
Yeah, I'm about to clip this one because I remember you saying that Aiden used to be killing. Remember how he's killing Joker? If they just keep giving him the ball more, he'll average this many points. Look how good his shooting percentage was. Look how good he's doing down there. Look what he was doing.
Now, I'm not saying that like to me, but that's Joker because Joker, I don't feel like he played defense, and so this is the thing. Like, so this now your boy Arena said this, and this is the thing. Like, he was talking about folk, you know, talking trash. A person that's getting 30 attempts or 25 attempts versus somebody that's getting 3 to 5 attempts, you know, it's just not going to ever be equal, and that's just the difference with Aiden and Joker. Joker gonna always get the ball and constantly get attempts, so his numbers gonna be better. But do I think he can score? Could Aiden score one-on-one on Joker all day? I mean, but that wasn't their offense.
So this is what I'm saying. You're saying that he can score all day.
On Joker.
Who else is he playing against center wise in the West?
I know what I'm saying. I don't like for me, my center position, like I don't need the type of scoring. So I wouldn't want him to be my center on my starting team. Not over AD. But could he score
A
on
healthy
Joker all
Aiden,
day?
a healthy Aiden versus a broken down AD that you don't know what you're going to get for him. You wouldn't trade him for a younger guy. And this dude, AD, he's pretty much, look, he came in 2012.
Yeah.
Aiden came in,
LeBron ain't going for that
4
one.
years ago?
LeBron ain't going for that one. No, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't.
We're not talking about LeBron. We're talking about you as being the GM. I don't care what LeBron wants.
I wouldn't make a trade for Aiden, not him. Somebody else maybe, but not him. He wouldn't be.
But you just said how good he is, how good he can kill.
No,
but you want to trade for a younger, better player.
I mean, he's better than. I'm gonna say this. He. I don't feel like Joker could stop him, but do I want him like as my center? No. I'd rather have Miles Turner over him.
Okay. Who in the West, center wise, could stop him then?
That's what I'm saying. But you don't need him. It ain't enough centers in the league to justify paying the center position to me.
Who in the West that can stop him?
Nobody really. I can't think they don't have enough centers.
So then why would you not get him there, bro?
No,
So
I'm just saying, I don't want him to be my centerpiece. I'm not paying him that kind of money. I don't need that kind of output from the center position.
Basically, you saying he's arguably the best center besides Joker out there. On the West Coast.
If be the second best, or you talking about just in the West?
West Coast.
Let me see.
That you can get right now. Who else is better than Aiden?
In the center position, he probably is the second best. I can't think of nobody right off.
So if
he's young and he got a better upside than AD.
I wouldn't pick him over AD personally.
You would,
Don?
Yeah, I would do it. I would definitely do that. If I'm the Lakers, I would.
If you were the Lakers,
if I'm the Lakers, I'm doing that. I'm definitely, because you got to think about it. He already under contract, one. So you literally just gonna build around him. Like that's all you're gonna do is build around him for the next 4 years, 3 to 4 years, and then you gonna see what you gonna do. Okay, look at it.
Talent like that though.
I'm not saying you looking at it the opposite way. What I'm telling you is that from the standpoint of me trying to keep my team afloat for the next couple of years, because once LeBron and AD leave, that's it. Like they're gonna suck for some time. So what I'm saying is, if I had watch what I tell you, if I had the opportunity to trade for him, I would do it now. Because once LeBron leaves, that's it. Now you got to build up all over again, or build from whatever you have left. And that's why I would get Ayton, because at least you have something there.
So this is the thing what the Lakers have in their favor that other markets don't. So when LeBron and AD, they gone, and I think that's why the Lakers are doing it, because they probably want to see what LeBron's going to do first before they resign AD. But they're going to have the cap space. So now I'm a cap space. Free agents going to flock to LA. The other markets don't get that, don't have that luxury.
You hope that's what happens.
They do though. It always happens, man. They always end with generational talent. It's almost like a rule. The best centers got to come play for the Lakers.
According to what you just said, Ayton, so then Ayton should go there then.
I don't see him that he's not that good to me. I don't know where he's at, but I wouldn't start.
Bro,
I wouldn't start a team with him.
He's a top 5 center in the league.
Let me see. Probably so. I can't think of anybody because it really ain't that many centers left. We got Joker and Embiid, and then it drops.
So why would you?
If Aiden is getting these touches that Joker and Embiid's getting, he's going to be even better, don't you think?
He's going to score more.
So you don't think he'll be better?
He wouldn't be better than his ceiling ain't higher than theirs.
No, I'm not saying better than them. No. I'm not saying better than them. I'm saying he's going to be better as a player because yeah, but once you start getting the ball more, you're going to feed off that little ego. You're going to be wanting to play defense. You're going to be rebound. You don't think it's going to boost his ego to want to play harder and more? I'm getting these touches and I'm scoring.
I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm not building a team around Ayton. That wouldn't be my starting point. Not in today's league. No. So I wouldn't want him moving forward. Now, if he was a Joker where he could step out and shoot threes and stuff too, then yeah. out there from the center position, but he don't bring enough right now to build.
Yeah, I agree with
build
you.
for me.
I wouldn't build around him as my starting focal point either. But at this time, if I could trade AD to get him for a younger player who's still, I think, got a lot of potential coming up, and to play with LeBron at this time, who could just basically rim run and catch oops and shit, and he's going to stay healthy. And to me, I think at this rate, he's playing better defense than AD because you ain't on the court. I'm taking him.
So for me, I don't. You can't do it for one because Bron not gonna go for it. You can't run the risk of him leaving. But
he not saying that with LeBron giving.
I know what I'm saying, but as a GM though, you gotta have that in mind. And so for me, I just feel like you can do a whole lot like so. You know, I always tell y'all about Howard. I feel like I'd rather have a Howard than pay him all that money. Give me a minimum Howard. Give me a Miles Turner. I'd rather have somebody like that. Now, a Miles Turner and Buddy Hield for AD, I would consider that more than I would just AD.
I would too.
But so that's why I was saying, which Sean made a very valid point, was that why would you not go after somebody that's going to be younger, somebody that's going to be durable, somebody that's going to be there for the next 4 to 5 years? AD might give you another year or two, and that's it.
I think
because he not going. I can promise you this: he's not going to play no 20 years. He might play 12, and then after that, he's going to probably call it quits, in my opinion, because his little body can't hold up.
Yeah, he got 12 now. He probably got 1 or 2 more years left.
Yeah, he's not going to be there forever because his body ain't going to hold up.
At a high rate.
Like you got to think about it. The older you get, the more your body's going to start breaking down. Like you're not going to be able to do a lot of things you was doing before, and his body's been breaking down for the last 10 years. Right, so you got to figure.
Oh, my bad, dog. Go ahead. I need to cut y'all.
No, I'm just saying. Like for me, it would make sense for me to trade for Ayton to get AD out of here because the bigger picture is that he's not going to be durable for much longer.
So for me, I'm just saying personally, Ayton wouldn't be my target. Like so, worst case scenario, I'll take my chances in the free agent market and feel like I can get something better than Ayton. Now, if I could get
ain't
something
nothing out there better than him, though.
I'm saying on the free agent market, if I got $30 million or whatever he get paid freed up, I got LeBron here. I got somebody willing to come and play. I feel like I can get a better talent than I can him. That's just my opinion.
You're saying that you're willing to lose AD and look for free agent, than rather trade for Ayton.
What I'm saying is like I think the Lakers, and this is my opinion, I think that they basing it. They don't want to give AD extension until they figure out what LeBron gonna do.
Yeah.
So if LeBron gonna play, ain't no point of keeping him. But I think if LeBron leaves, then they get rid of AD too. I don't think they dealing with him.
Yeah, I agree.
But then why don't you just get rid of AD now? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't make sense.
LeBron have to sign it off on that.
Y'all get this man too much power. Y'all get this man too much power.
Sign off on it.
Because it don't make sense. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. That's just me. But that's why that was the next question: is that should they trade Ayton? And Sean made a very valid point. They should trade Ayton for AD. Because to me,
I personally wouldn't make that with the Lakers. The Phoenix, I do it all day. Because they only need
I think it works out for both teams.
I think so too.
I don't see. I ain't gonna lie. I think LeBron. That might be the first time he ever asked for a trade.
So you think they that much of butt buddies for him to ask for a trade because his boy got traded?
No, he know that Ayton ain't nowhere near as good as AD. At his full potential.
But you basing it. You keep saying full potential. When is this dude gonna ever reach this full potential? Everybody keep talking about.
I mean,
I'm
but
tired
like
of hearing
this,
this, man. Like, no, Rome. No, man. I'm tired of hearing this. Oh man, he's a top 5 talent when he healthy. When is he ever gonna be healthy? When is he ever gonna hit this top 5 talent? Everybody keep talking about all the damn time. I'm tired of it, man. I'm not standing for this no more. I'm tired of it.
Hey, but brother, the crazy part though is I actually agree with you. So when he got traded to the Lakers, the folks in my group thought I was crazy. I'm like, this man ain't been healthy his whole career. So what makes you think he's gonna be healthy now? So I'm like, he's not gonna play. Like I told somebody that they thought I was crazy. I'm like, I wouldn't trade for AD. But now that they got him, like I don't think he's gonna run the risk of losing him. But maybe Bron thought that his doctor or he could help him, with his body. I don't know.
So let me tell you
But
this.
I don't agree with you, man. He's never been healthy.
So
that wouldn't have been my target. AD wouldn't have been my target to carry a team, and he stays injured.
let me ask you this: if DeAndre Ayton went to the Lakers and LeBron James signed off, we all know he has to sign off. If he signs off, do you think LeBron James could have him average 6 more points than what he's been averaging? You think it'd be easier to get 6 more points?
Yeah, because he's gonna go from a third option to a second option.
So look, he's already averaging 18 right now.
Right.
6 more points. That's cake, don't you think?
Yeah, that's easy. I mean, just by playing with LeBron.
That's better numbers than AD.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. He could get 6 more points.
I know, but that'd be better numbers than AD's putting up.
I think AD's more versatile on defense when he's healthy. I do. He can play. He can guard the ones.
But wouldn't you want a person that's healthy, that's giving you more points than AD, that you can rely on?
Yeah, in that situation, I ain't gonna lie. Everything y'all saying is right, but I wouldn't pick AD over AD.
No,
I disagree with what y'all saying, but what the problem gonna be when they run the pick and roll, Ayton's gonna have issues, guarding.
I'm saying right now. I'm not saying the old AD that we know what he's capable of doing. I'm talking about right now. The AD that we know right now that's sitting in front of us. You wouldn't trade that motherfucker for DeAndre Ayton?
No, because AD's best is still better than AD's best. You just you're gonna barely get it though.
But that's what. So then, what's the point, Ron? What's the point if you gonna barely get it?
I would now if Ayton had a 1-year deal or something, maybe, and I still wouldn't. There's no way I would trade him for it, because even like the thing is, like being in a small market, right, with like Memphis. So we gotta we wouldn't have a chance to get a generational talent like a AD. I wouldn't get him.
He's not a generational talent. Can we all agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, I would say he hasn't lived up to it. I do agree with that. He got the talent, but he hasn't lived up to it though.
Just my point. You keep talking about if he got everybody keeps saying the same exact thing. The dude is talented. He's great. He's this. He's that.
You got 2 generational talents right now in Memphis.
You definitely
want to talk like that.
You definitely do.
But so I'll say this: the Lakers don't win the championship without
3 now because you got D Rose.
Who's the second one then?
Jared Jackson.
Oh, Jared Jackson. See, he stayed injured too, though. Now, if I'm the Lakers, now the Lakers ain't. I mean, Memphis wouldn't do this. Now, if I had a chance to get Jared Jackson for AD, I'd do it.
No way I'm doing that deal. No way I'm doing that deal.
Why not?
No way I'm doing that deal. That makes no sense. There's no way I'm doing that deal. If I'm Phoenix, yes, I'm doing that deal. But if I'm Memphis, no way I'm doing that deal.
No,
Jared Jackson is way.
I said AD for Jared Jackson.
You said
if I'm Memphis, I'm not doing that deal.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't see it helping anybody. Like I don't know. The Lakers, I don't see them getting rid of AD. Like now, if it was a KD or something on the table, which ain't gonna happen, but somebody like that, yeah. But Aiden, it's gonna take more than Aiden to get AD, I think.
All right. Well, this is the last one of the day. Y'all think Chris Paul is gonna start? Y'all think he's coming off the bench?
Hold on. Before we hit this question, I heard that you silly. Bradley Beal's gonna start point guard for the Suns.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I don't hate it. I don't know how they going. I don't know if he's that great of a ball handler. Like he can handle the rock. Don't get me wrong. Like 1-on-1, but I don't know. I've never seen him pushing the ball up the court. Unless they're gonna go to some like Mike D'Antoni type of system, then where it's just straight running gun. Then okay, cool. But if you have to actually have him be an actual point guard, then I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be running because I gotta think. Yeah, Booker, who's handling the rock, he did a lot of point guard in this last playoff. Then you got KD that's doing the same thing, and you got Bill. I think they just putting a position and saying that we ain't gonna have no point guard.
Right. So you just think they're gonna do it by committee?
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll probably give him the
John
Lakers.
Wall. I think they got rid of Cam. I think they've already got their point guard. It just hasn't been announced yet. With them getting rid of Cam Payne, they obviously already got a point guard coming in. To me, that's
You mean a
obvious.
backup point guard?
Yeah, but period, no, point guard, period. I don't see Bill working. Honestly, but somebody gonna have to run point though for it to work because they all play the same position otherwise.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. If you're going towards that Mike D'Antoni system where it's just up and down the court, then go ahead by all means. But if you're talking about this person that's going to stabilize the court, then I think you need a traditional point guard for that. And I don't think any of them are traditional point guards. Not saying they can't play it, but I would rather have a person that's been playing it for years as opposed to like we just putting them in this position to be a point guard.
Yeah, they don't have no guards.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
John Wall. I'm thinking they already got John Wall or somebody for them to let him go.
I would like to see John Wall there.
I think that's what's happening. He just ain't been announced yet. Because you
I
don't
think
get rid of a backup and you already don't have any point guards.
I
I
think
think
that'd
if
be
they
tight.
go ahead.
No, I'm saying I think that'd be tight to reunite Wall and Bill again.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's no pressure on Wall this time around. Like all the pressure is on KD and Booker.
Man, and if they sign Bobo, he's starting too. I was starting.
They did start him. They did sign him.
I'm starting him.
It's
Yeah,
official.
they did sign him. Yeah, it's official. They signed him to a 1-year deal.
Okay. That's crazy. I'm surprised the Lakers didn't try to get him.
I'll bring
They
Aiden off the
did.
bench.
Huh?
I'll bring Aiden off the bench.
No, you can't do that though. He get paid
Yeah,
too
I
much.
was you can't do that.
I could.
Hey,
My
so-
team.
Theoretically, yeah, you could.
Son, so I got you then. So if you were to trade AD for Aiden, like you said, who's starting?
What you mean?
Bobo or Aiden
Yeah,
or Bobo or AD.
AD.
AD's still coming off the bench. I'll keep him reserved so you don't get injured. You play very limited. Me and Bobo, we out here running. I like Bobo. I think he has a great game, especially playing with Booker and KD. Shit.
What about you, Don?
I would at this point I would probably still start AD over Bobo.
Okay.
But I would have him ready to go. I'll put it to you like that. And he'll be ready to go fast. Like it wouldn't take much for me to get him in the game. Because ultimately he plays the 4. But you know what I'm saying? He's like a 3/2, but he plays the 4. So you could still put him in the starting lineup. So you could put AD, Bobo, KD, Bill, and Booker. You know what I'm saying? You could just have a big lineup, but you could still have him in the starting lineup.
What
with the
about
bench-
Aiden over Bobo? Who you starting?
I would run it the same way. I would still put Bobo at the 4. I would put Aiden at the 5, Bobo at the 4, KD at the 3, Booker at the 2, or Bill at the 2. However you know what I'm saying? I would just have a bigger lineup.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a mother problem.
Yeah, that's what I would do. It'd be like run and shoot all day long. That's all we're gonna do. Get the ball and go. Because you literally have to outscore them. Huh?
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem because all three of them 7 feet. They shouldn't be nothing. Like and they all mobile. Well, Aiden is mobile, but you got 3 people that mobile too. That should be a problem on defense.
And that's why I said I would just run. I would run because you're gonna have to outscore me. Because we have Durant, Booker, and Bill. There's no way all 3 of them gonna be off every single night. Then you got Bobo who can easily drop another 20 in there. Aiden could drop 20. That's literally 100 points in your starting lineup right now. The bench is gonna be another issue, but they can figure it out later on or throughout the season. They could figure it out.
They get rid of Aiden though. I mean, like I don't think the Suns are keeping Aiden.
Me either.
Possibly.
Now, I think the reason is I can't remember the date, but I think it's a date that he can't be traded by. He can't be traded until after that date. I think that's been the issue.
Okay.
Maybe he has to agree upon it or something, but he's not going to be there.
Well, there's a lot of teams that'll take him. So,
Yeah.
but
I would try to Indiana wanted him. I'd rather have Miles Turner than Aiden.
I would
That's
now. I would
swap.
too.
Yeah, let's walk.
Mine is him dressing like he dressed at the summer league event. Yeah, I
Right.
would too.
Right.
But
I was just gonna say outside of a fashion show.
you know what I'm saying? Like Miles Turner gonna play hard every single night. Like that's why I have no problems with him. He ain't gonna bitch and complain about not getting the ball. He gonna play hard every night. That's why I thought they was gonna trade him a while ago, but it didn't happen. But real quick, just do you think Chris Paul coming off the bench or you gonna start him?
He got to come off the bench in my team.
Yeah, I'd say bench for me too. I mean, I just think it interrupts the system if he don't.
Okay.
And like, I don't think, like GPS said, you're not gonna walk in here and be like, I'm starting. I'm the point guard. Steph, you gonna have to move to the 2. Clay, you gonna have to move to the 3. You know, this is how we're gonna run it. I don't think it's gonna work like that. I think you see flashes of that, but starting the game out, I think y'all too small and y'all liability on defense because y'all too small.
What?
Chris Paul ain't scoring like that.
Defensive defense? Oh shit! Let me clip this. Hey, but
Too
no,
small because Chris Paul ain't scoring. If Chris Paul could score like he did, then I wouldn't care. But
but
he ain't scoring like that.
I don't think Chris Paul I don't see how that's going to work. I still don't see it working. I'm not saying it won't because Steve Kerr's been a pretty good coach in making adjustments. I wonder is he going to get traded, during the season 2 for something else.
I hope so.
I was thinking that like he might. I don't think he's gonna finish. I think they're gonna do it as an experiment to see how it plays out. And if it don't go well within the first couple, let's say the first month or 2, then I think I can see Chris Paul getting out of there.
I got a trade for y'all that actually might work. How about trade Aiden to Golden State and Chris Paul? They help both teams.
But you just had Chris Paul though.
I know. But,
So why would I?
But you can get rid of Aiden and get Chris Paul back because you need him. You need Chris Paul. The Phoenix need Chris Paul more than they need Aiden.
They ain't giving Aiden up for Chris Paul.
No.
I know.
I'll do it.
I want to see what y'all gonna say though. No, I know that.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, I'll do it.
I wouldn't do that one. All right, fellas, this has been a real day. Whew. Got another one in. Hey, next Saturday, 3:00. Sunday.
Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
Okay, I was gonna say Saturday's birthday, so I don't want to promise you that lie.
Also, remember we got football season on the horizon as well.
When it start?
End of September.
Right?
I mean, end of August. So beginning of September. So
We
you
got
got some
2
time.
months.
Yeah, you got some time.
All right, fellas.
All right, man.
I'm betting more this year, fellas. Y'all might want to get on that betting this year. I'm making some money
got
off
you.
that.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
All right.
What did he say?
Betting.
The betting, sports betting.
Sports
Okay.
betting. All right.